Hello Capricorn, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love reading focused on the second half of June from the 16th all the way through the 30th. General advice as always, guys, so please take from this reading what makes sense for you personally, release the rest. This time around, I'll be pulling from the Pink Divine Love Oracle by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot and the Relationship Design cards by Sister Moon Tarot, using my own tarot decks to clarify everything. This is part one of your reading, Capricorn, so if it happens to resonate with you, which I hope of course it does, stick around to the end of this video. There will be a preview to the extended reading, and if you want to watch the whole thing, that will be available on my Patreon page. That link is down below. Alright guys, so let's begin. Let's take a look and see what's the message here for the second half of June. Alright guys, so we are starting off with a perfect match. I love it. Completion. The one. Maybe there's somebody here that sees you in this way, or you see this individual as your perfect match. You guys just get along great. Compatibility. Alright, so let's see what else. We do have battle. Different pages, not seeing things eye to eye. So here's the thing. One of you sees the other as a perfect match and the other one doesn't. So it depends, Capricorn, on what side of the fence you're on when it comes to this situation. Why are you guys not on the same page? So we'll take a look at that, of course. Red string of fate, spiritual bond can't be broken. Now, for those of you who resonate with this and you're not together because you're on different pages, even though you're not together in a physical sense in the 3D, it is because of this red string of fate, as it says, spiritual bond, that you still feel drawn to each other regardless of distance and time apart. So let's go ahead and grab some tarot here to see what's going on and why you're not on the same page to begin with. So let's grab some tarot. I'll be pulling from my Valentine Connection tarot here. For Capricorn, angels and spirit guides, please, what's going on? Because it seems to be a great connection, but for whatever reason, you guys are not seeing eye to eye. Maybe you really do see this person as the one, and they just don't see it. They feel drawn to you, though, but they just don't see the perfect match reference here. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Leo. You could have Leo in your chart. Okay, and when you go through something like this, where you believe so intently on a connection, but the other person doesn't, it's very difficult for us to be confident in the relationship. So maybe that's actually tapping into your inner strength reserves here, Capricorn, where you're having to find that bravery and courage to be able to see this thing from a very positive standpoint, especially if what you're actually seeing in the 3D isn't as favorable. Oops, too many cards here, too many. So, Nine of Swords, fears, anxieties. This is our insomnia card here in tarot. Maybe you haven't been getting a whole lot of sleep thinking about this because you love this person so much, but they're just not seeing things the way you see it, perhaps. And as I've mentioned, you know, even though they're not with you, they do feel this spiritual bond. But for whatever reason, they're also perhaps fighting their feelings, or they're just not seeing things the way you do. You could also be dealing with somebody who's got commitment issues, you know, afraid to commit, maybe. What else for Capricorn? We do have the Ace of Swords. So here's the thing, guys. And this is what I'm getting. For now, you might not be on the same page. But through the clarity that can be achieved through this Ace of Swords, I have a feeling eventually you guys will be. They'll be able to go through perhaps an awakening of some sort to be able to see what you see. Now, for some of you guys, this could be totally reversed, and it is you that just doesn't see it. And you might eventually gain the clarity that is needed in order to realize that you guys belong together. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some additional insight here. Can you guys get onto the same page? I feel you can. For a Capricorn, for the first half of this reading, triggers: shadow, rejection, abandonment. So part of the reason perhaps, Capricorn, why you and this person just aren't on the same page, maybe this individual, they've got their own set of issues. They know what it's like to feel rejection. Maybe they've got abandonment issues. And that could also be part of the reason perhaps why they've got commitment issues as well. So there's some healing here that needs to happen. And that could apply to either person, either you, Capricorn, or the other person. But look at this. We've got divine, of God, divinely orchestrated, divine counterpart. And going back to what already came through, you guys are actually a perfect match. But there's somebody here who clearly needs to be able to see that, to gain that clarity that we do see as possible. Let's grab one more here for Capricorn. Change, different, transform, open, and flexible. I actually like that because there are some changes that are needed, that are necessary in order for you guys to get onto the same page. So in a way, it does have to go through some sort of transformation in order for the two of you to get onto the same page. That's what we're seeing here. So let's grab some tarot. I'll be pulling from my Celestial Cosmos Tarot. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Capricorn. We've got the Three of Wands. So there's really this need to see what the future has in store. You know, it is about expansion and looking ahead. What's ahead? You know, what's in the future? Rather than staying in the shadow of an experience or of past hurts or whatever is triggering either of you, really. We do have the Temperance card. You could be dealing with a Sagittarian. You could have Sagittarius in your chart. So eventually, I feel there's the possibility for those of you who are at a distance from one another, you're not together, you're not on the same page. We see that here. It's going to take time, but I feel eventually there will be a possible reconciliation here. But it will take time for them to also realize you guys are divine counterparts, that you are a perfect match. And then we've got the Ace of Cups. I love this. And then you've got the Hierophant right after that. So if somebody had commitment issues, there is the opportunity to start again. This represents a new beginning, a new chapter in love. And it represents a beautiful connection, you know, a very deep connection. This is telling us that through this transformation, and by somebody being more open and flexible, as we can see, that's a part of the change that's necessary. Through all of that, a new chapter can come in. That love will get better. This whole situation can improve and get better. So a reconciliation, Capricorn, is not off the table at all. All right, guys, so I'll leave part 1 there. If it resonates with you, as I've mentioned, stick around. The preview is coming right up. If you'd like your own personal private reading, that information is down below. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Completion, the One. And now we've got this card saying you've already met the romantic partner you seek. You see? So if you don't actually realize that you've met the one, this reading, it's confirming it for you. Divine timing is at play here. So remember, going back as well, you ended up getting the Temperance card. So the Temperance card is about the need for patience because something's not unfolding quite yet. It's going to take time to see that, and that makes total sense the way it's presenting itself here. So let's go ahead and grab some tarot. I'll be pulling from my Tarot Teacher, the revised edition. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Capricorn for this extended reading. So you've found the one. Maybe you know that, maybe you don't. But somebody doesn't realize it here. So it might take some time for somebody to realize that you guys belong together. But your search is over, Capricorn. You've found the one. There's this need to lay down heavy burdens. Somebody's definitely stressed out, burnt out. Okay. Six of Pentacles. I really love how this is coming through. This is about equality in the relationship. That's the only way that it's going to work, for both people to be equally invested in the relationship.